Welcome to Legacy Sips and Tips podcast with your geeky host, Lindsay Wheeler, where we talk about everything from death, preparing for your future through estate planning, life, the occasional breakup, entrepreneurship, general nerdery, and of course travel, snowboard, and always wine. Welcome to Legacy Sips and Tips with your host, Lindsay, and today's episode is about Black Friday. Black Friday's wheel and dealing specials, if you will, a little bit of a history, and what we're offering for Black Friday this year. So stay tuned for some good information. And surprise, I'm back, motherfuckers. Just kidding. I love that pasta gal who does that. She's like, what does she say? Surprise, surprise, motherfuckers. And she makes pasta and it's amazing. She's this little Italian gal and I love her. So yes, welcome back everyone to the podcast this week talking about Black Friday. So where does Black Friday come from? It's like a weird thing. It's totally up my alley because it seemed really dark and ominous, which it kind of is. So it used to be described for the financial crisis back in the late 1800s. What was it? 1869 to be exact. September 24th, sorry. Wall Street financiers worked together to buy up as much as they could of the nation's gold, hoping to drive the prices sky high. And then surprise, surprise, that did not work. So that was the original part of Black Friday, was a financial crisis back in 1869. Where it really became what we think of as Black Friday was back in the 50s in Philadelphia, where the police officers used to coin the day as, Black Friday, because it was basically kind of a lot of tourists would come into the city, shopping and wheeling and dealing and all those things, and it was basically chaos for the city. So all the police officers were like, oh, it's Black Friday, kind of like full moon kind of thing. And then from there, because there were a lot of tourists and people in the towns, the shops caught on and they're like, hey, let's do some specials to get people to come stay here. Let's get them to buy more stuff. And also the term comes from when the retailers would usually be in the red for the year because maybe they had a loss, and then they usually go into the black after Thanksgiving because of all the people buying stuff for Christmas. So that's where that kind of historically comes from, which is super interesting, honestly. I didn't know that. I just thought it was just capitalism's marketing department, which kind of is a little bit now. So I would like to know some of your guys' crazy Black Friday special stories, if you will. I myself am not a morning person. I do not like to wake up at 4 a.m. to go buy things. I'm one of those people that if I want it, I'll buy it and I'll get it when I want to. So me getting up at 4 a.m., also dealing with people, ew. Lots of people, ew, double ew. Just to get 10% off something is not really appetizing to me. My friends, they love it. It's a tradition that they do with each other. They're sisters. It's their kind of like sisterly fun thing that they do together. Every year I've went once with them and was like, that was cool. I'm good. I got some sheets for 60% off. That was really about it. I usually will wait because a lot of these retailers now just extend it for the day. So I'll just go at 2 p.m. when everybody's already gotten their lunch, their brunch, they've got to sleep or whatever, having their nap. Then I roll in and I'm like, oh, cool. I can still get 5 DVDs for $10 or whatever it is. So again, I don't really care. I'll get my stuff when I want to get it. If not, I'm not that worried about it because nowadays there's so many specials and sales going on year round. So it's not really a thing. And I think a lot of people have realized that. So I think a lot of Black Friday specials and sales have really either started earlier so you can just get it regardless without having to go into the stores. You're not going to get trampled to death. And remember those crazy videos in the 80s and 90s of people just like fighting each other and pepper spraying other people to get that TV or that game console or the Teddy Ruxpins or whatever it was, or Cabbage Patch Dolls. Remember, I don't know, like stuff you would see on the news of like, wow, consumerism at its peak. That's not my jam. Although don't get me wrong, I like to buy stuff. In fact, I buy a lot of stuff. In fact, I buy probably too much stuff. As my friend calls me, I'm a hoarganizer because I hoard, but I'm very organized with it. Thanks, Virgo tendencies. So yeah, so those are kind of my Black Friday specials stories. It's like not really my thing. I really don't care that much. I don't know about you. Let me know your stories, actually. That's kind of fun. Is it like a tradition like my friend, that's their sisterly thing that they go do? Do you guys have any fun things that you purchased or felt like you got such a deal and then later found out that maybe that wasn't such a deal because the retailers just jacked the price anyways, and then you get 70% off of a jacked price down to the regular price anyways? I know Amazon does that a lot with their Amazon Prime Days, so be wary of that. But yeah, let me know because I'm super curious about that. It's just not my thing. I'm just not a morning person. I'm going to go shopping at 2 a.m. No. 4 a.m. Definitely no. Yeah. And then people. Just gross. I don't want to deal with people all fattened up from Thanksgiving dinner the night before. turkey slobbering and all their greasy hands because they probably were all and just passed out and then got up at 4 a.m. to go then sit in a line to get some crazy whatever it is. Most of the stuff now you can get online anyway. So that is my spiel on the Black Friday. With that being said, however, we, of course, are offering Black Friday special this year. We always do it. So we have 2 sales for the year. We have my birthday sale in August, and then we have the Black Friday special. That's it. We don't offer any discounts because our stuff is discounted enough as it is, and we give you the savings every day. Like that, I do. So this year for Black Friday, we're doing something a little bit different. Instead of having like a percentage off or a certain amount off, what we're offering is a free legacy plan, which is a $500 value for a lifetime. You guys get that legacy vault, if you will. And that is, as we know, the Legacy Vault is your online digital chapter keeper where you can upload all of your important documents, your estate plan, get that done with us. So you can order your estate plan, you get the free Legacy Vault to then upload your legacy estate plan up to that. You can put your financial documents in there, your birth certificates, your marriage certificates, your divorce papers, whatever it is, you can put it on there and it's safe. It's held in the cloud. You can access it from anywhere. And if you're not here, your loved ones can access it for you and have everything in one place where they're not having to hunt around looking for stuff. So it's a super cool gift that you can give to yourself and to your loved ones to make sure that your stuff is organized, safe, kept in a good spot, especially with, this day and age. We have a lot of natural disasters, a lot of things happening that we might need to have that kind of extra security, that things paper-wise might get displaced or destroyed. This stuff is kept safe for you online, up in the cloud, super secure. So that is our offering this year. So you get a free estate legacy vault with any purchase of an estate plan. So let me know if you want to get that started and we'll get that going for you. So there's really no excuse this year to not get your estate plan in order and then get that free legacy vault included. So of course, when you think of death, think of me. So today's wine talk is this beautiful Chianti Classico that I have here. It's a 2021. It's a Tenuta Machiavelli, which is super fun. This is literally directly from Italy. It's wonderful. It's a big-bodied red for a Chianti. Usually Chiantis are a little bit lean, but this is a nice one. This is very tannic, if you will, so it's going to cut through that nice big Italian dinner you're having, that red sauce, that pasta sauce, that fat, maybe with the steak. This was a beautiful bottle. So the Chianti Classico from Italy, from the Tenuta Machiavelli winery, and I really enjoyed this one. So I'm very partial to Chianti. I have not had a Chianti that's done me wrong in any way. So yeah, you put a Chianti in front of me, I'm going to be a happy camper. So thank you, Sangiovese wine grapes. I love you. Yeah. So now let's just look up some random Black Friday specials because that's fun. Why not? Know what I found that was super fun here? You can get your next day delivery custom casket for 68% off. This company is actually pretty cool. They're called Sky Caskets. We're not affiliated, obviously. But they have you can really fancy these up. They have leopard print, purple rose, Kiss, if you like Kiss, Harley Davidson, ladybugs, Chevy Camaro. If you're in the military, they have Navy ones. They have, Marines, Army. They have a Playboy casket, bros. You want to be like going out in style because you're a Playboy your whole life? Well, we got you a casket. Yeah. I don't even know how they got the licensing for this stuff, frankly. What else they got going on here? We got a racing casket. We have your Ford F-250 casket because you love that truck so much. You can't be buried with it. Well, we can put you in a casket with you and your little face and your truck on there as well. See here, there's some fun stuff here. We got hunting camouflage casket. Yes, you love that hunting so much. Maybe it killed you. I don't know. Maybe you had a hunting accident. Now you're buried in your camo casket so nobody can find you. Spider-Man casket, if you like the superheroes. My friend really is into Spider-Man. I could now tell him he could be buried in a Spider-Man casket for his, all his comics in there. He can put those in there with him and he'll be happy and snug. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. What is it? Some other fun ones here. An ocean one. I like that one. Farmall tractor casket. I don't even know what a Farmall is, but they do have a John Deere as well. That's always festive. You can do whatever you want here. They do like a full customization. You can do photos, you can do photo wrap, you can put whatever you want on there apparently. So pretty cool. Apparently this company started because the guys had a couple of friends who passed away fairly young, and he wanted to kind of just make it more fun. They're putting the fun in funeral, I guess, which is pretty cool. So options out there for your Black Friday if you want to get those on sale. As you know, also Costco sells caskets and urns, so you can get that club discount on your final resting facilities, if you will. So questions on that one. That's a pretty interesting one. What other fun Black Friday specials we got going on here? That's the most fun one I found. Tell me about your guys' fun Black Friday specials, because I always think they're interesting of like what people are doing to push that. You know, like I said, we offer, you know, the free legacy vault with purchase. So that's kind of a fun one. $500 value. You know, we're all kind of doing that to kind of position our businesses and get people some value and discounts for shopping on this one special day. But now it's like extended out. So it's not just Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. Now it's like Small Business Saturday and something Sunday and Cyber Monday and Giving Tuesday. So it's extended out, which is kind of fun. So I like that the charities get stuff, you know, get thrown in there too. And so it's not just commercialism, if you will, and capitalism buying of stuff. It's now like, let's like also give back. So you've got your discounts, that money you saved, like let's give it to your very favorite charity on that Charity Tuesday or whatever day it is. So, but again, you want to get your personalized Native American custom casket I have here. That's an interesting one. I don't know what the traditions are in certain tribes. I'm pretty sure that the camo flamed casket wrap might not be in those. So let me know if your guys' Black Friday specials that you have experienced, that your great deals you got. Maybe you got 98% off something. Like I always like to hear those fun stories because that's cool. What about family traditions? Maybe you go out with your sister or your brother or your family, and that's kind of a tradition you guys have, and you guys, you know, split and conquer and divide or whatever it is to get, you know, the great deals. And, you know, of course, for our Black Friday, we got that $500 off that legacy vault. So with purchase of an estate plan, which you need to get done anyways, you get that legacy vault included. So got questions on how to get that set up or what that special looks like, let me know. And of course, when you think of death, think of me. Thank you for listening to this podcast. If you found value, please like, subscribe, and share. And be sure to follow me on all the socials at Sips and Tips with Lindsay. And of course, you can always go to my website, sipsandtipswithlindsay.com, to find more information about estate planning, business, snowboard, travel, and of course, wine. As always, we have to get the legal stuff out of the way. I went to law school, so you don't have to. However, we have to read the special disclaimer that I am not a practicing attorney. I am not your attorney. I am not offering any legal advice in any content or any episode. All content is for your information and educational purposes only. It is not a substitute for seeking your own legal advice from your own attorney or other professionals such as a CPA or financial advisor. I cannot give legal advice and do not offer any legal services or legal advice, but I do offer some fun and educational content for you to enjoy.